is unethical. This is unethical. This is unethical. Dirty Mouth Radio. This is unethical. This is unethical. This is unethical. Dirty Mouth Radio. Dirty Mouth Radio. This is unethical. This is unethical. This is unethical. Dirty Mouth Radio. This is unethical. This is unethical. This is unethical. Dirty Mouth Radio.
What up? It's your boy Kemetic Energy, and this is Dirty Mouth Radio. Dirty Mouth Radio, produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment.
Bling bling.
Your girl Golden.
It's Sade.
Your boy Cray Newt.
What's poppin', peoples? What's really, really good?
Alright, off the top. Before anything gets fucking started, I want to know why niggas ain't let me know about the shit.
What shit?
Why y'all niggas didn't tell me about this shit?
What?
Why the fuck didn't nobody say that Megan Stallion got a motherfucking dick?
What?
Oh my gosh.
Ain't nobody tell me
This
that
nigga.
Megan Stallion got a damn penis.
So this
Stop
nigga,
disrespecting the black.
I don't know. He sent me a
Yo.
video of her at the concert and shit. You know she be wearing next to nothing and shit. And she was like,
So y'all really
twerking-
saw a video.
Twerking on the stage and something was dangling, yo. I don't know what the fuck that was, but
It was dang.
that shit
Well, why you
Oh,
ain't
she
send it
got
to
a
us?
ball.
Right. I don't believe that.
I don't believe
I'm
it.
serious, yo.
Send it to
You
us.
don't believe it? Oh, okay. Let me go through my shit right now.
Yeah, send it to the group
That
chat.
This
shit,
don't make-
that shit
She
was
got a
fucking,
damn
yeah.
dick. That was a dick, son.
I couldn't believe that shit, yo.
I don't believe it. And that's the reason why, what's the boy named Tory Lane shot her? He found out she had
That's
Please.
that's what I heard.
I
But
don't think he would have aimed at her feet. I think he would.
I think he was with this shit.
I don't know.
I think he couldn't get the dick. That's why he shot her.
Oh my Jesus. He Jamaican. He don't want that.
That's fucked up, son.
Ain't he Jamaican or something? I think
He Canadian.
He like two different things.
Listen, in all these celebrities, I don't want to put nothing past any of them.
Yeah, I agree with you on that shit. They
I
with
think,
all
they
the
be
shit,
all
man.
having their own little
Yeah.
life. So.
Yeah. So I do got a scenario though. You know, we ain't done these in a while and shit, right? So I was chilling in the house, right? And so Constance had the TV and shit. So I couldn't watch what the fuck I wanted to watch. Play some damn video games and shit. She was over there watching that goddamn Girlfriends on Netflix and shit.
Oh, yes.
So
Oh,
I
that
was
used to
like,
be my shit.
I've been binge watching it myself. Go ahead.
Me too.
so I was like, fuck it. I'll just sit here and watch this shit, right?
It's pretty good.
And they had some shit on there that made me wanna ask y'all this, right? So the scenario was right. Your spouse has a male coworker, right? That's for you, Cray. A female coworker for y'all. So he/she is just a friend, but you notice she spends a lot of time on the phone with him outside of work, right? So no big deal, whatever. They always talking and shit, yada 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 yada. Y'all got a big
Titty motherfucking bang bang. You ain't gotta ask.
no. Let me finish. So you know, it's like y'all have a whole clique, right? It's like four of y'all,
Okay.
and 3 girls, 1 guy, right? Vice versa for you, Craig. So say that y'all planning a trip, right? And you can't go, but you like, oh, y'all go ahead and go. And it's the three girls and the 1 guy. Now, closer to when the trip is about to go off, all the girls back out because they ain't got no bread. So that just leaves him
You and
her.
Or-
How do y'all feel about that shit? Now, they back out because they ain't got no money. But them 2 got the bread. And they still want to go and shit. So how do you...
I'm going.
Trip cancel.
Trip is canceled or I'm the fuck going.
Why the trip got to be canceled though?
Cause I ain't going.
Say you can't go. What if you can't go? Like you can't get the time to go, but
Well,
you
then
want them to
he
have a good
can't
time.
go.
Why can't he go though?
Well,
If they
a
just
female?
friends and shit. But my thing is, so what? At what point does it become a threat? Because they already on the phone and shit, chilling, you know, joking, ha ha, he, and it's the male coworker who happens to be the friend or the female coworker.
It depends.
So-
Is he gay?
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that would be the only.
Yeah, she.
Unless she a lesbian.
Yeah, a stud.
A straight lesbian too, not no bi.
Right.
Oh my god.
She
But
a,
see,
she
like,
a stud,
see,
and they
the difference. The
watching
difference
the
would
game.
be for me.
But my
like,
man should know that's not. No, that's not happening.
So this scenario makes me think about when Maya on that show was talking to that guy, Stan or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly the one. And I kind of twisted it a little bit. That's exactly the shit I was watching. Because I said it was straight
the
bullshit.
problem from the beginning. Because in the beginning, she didn't tell him that she was married until a little bit later on.
Oh, is this the guy where she? Because
Blair Underwood.
It was Blair.
Yeah.
Oh, because there was another little episode where she was messing with some dude, Maya, and then her husband ended up playing video games with the dude.
That's exactly
Okay,
that's the
so
same shit. Because Constance asked me that shit.
So
She
I'm
said,
waiting
would
for-
that be okay? I said, fuck no. And this was early on. She was like, why is this such a problem?
Well, you see what happened
Because that shit blossoms into more shit. And
Right.
later on, the next two episodes, what the fuck happened?
They
that
kissed.
nigga was crazy
I'm
as shit.
They
Right,
kissed.
I'm over
and
here
then-
working and shit, and y'all over here smiling in each other's faces.
Yeah.
And then he bought her
At the
that
Soul
expensive
Train line and
watch.
shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
$10,000
saying. It's
watches
never
and shit.
really. I feel like if this is not a friend from like way back when, usually there's an attraction somewhere to
So
me.
there's no new friends?
But they all are friends. We all friends. Shit.
Yeah. So
No,
you
it
can't
ain't
have
no-
no new friends?
The thing,
No.
Every friendship
mean-
gotta start somewhere.
No,
but
but-
Yes,
see, but
but
with
it-
this scenario, it's a little bit different. I kind of
Yeah.
changed it from that because y'all all co-workers and shit. You see what I'm saying? So the friendship was established outside of you.
Yeah.
I think like the thing with me is like for females it's a little different because girls, you might get away with them not wanting to do shit because you know what I'm saying, the dude married. But like dudes,
Yeah.
hell no. Oh, they about to have a little something at the gazebo. You trying to go out there?
Oh my god.
Fuck all that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Working and
just
shit,
real.
and y'all over here dancing and playing? Man, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You on a
Oh my
trip?
gosh.
You
If I
might be a
can't get none,
little.
can't nobody get some. nigga.
And,
Oh my God.
and your spouse knows about this person, has met this person, and been around this person.
But that don't mean nothing though.
It doesn't
I've been
mean
in
anything,
positions where I'm chumly, whoop, whoop, whoop. And my mama like, whoop, whoop, whoop. She fucking yummy and like, don't do it.
Word.
And we chumly, hey girl, take a picture, girl.
Yeah.
And you chilling with the family, we all, and then come to find out, like, yeah. So that don't
Behind
mean
closed
nothing.
doors and
Yeah.
shit going down.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess you just gotta have that level of trust, but.
I just felt like that was a good scenario put out there to see what y'all was thinking.
I just
Ain't
don't think
nobody-
we taking no trips.
Ain't nobody
Yeah,
got
ain't
that
Y'all
much
can
trust.
Ain't no trips, ain't no
Ain't no trips.
expensive gifts. Ain't no,
$10, like
gotta
at work.
limit
Nothing
these-
over $10.
Oh, my
Y'all gotta-
gosh.
You gotta limit these lunch dates.
I think the only
Oh,
person
man.
who would be cool with that shit is somebody who cheating.
Think so?
Yeah, 'cause
Hell
both
yeah,
y'all
'cause
cheating.
then it's like, oh shit, they about to be gone. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So
Opportunity.
about to be out.
So
I'm
it's
trying to stay
opportunity.
full. You know, anybody? That's the only person who be cool with some shit like that, bro. Like,
No.
I ain't trying to
Because
get-
that, I mean, the trust factor is key. That's the trust on the line.
'cause
That's
my thing
really
is
what
like
it
this.
is.
Why you so excited to still go if your girlfriend's not going? Like, what you
Right,
gonna do
like
with this nigga?
you not that cool with no man that you just
Right.
want to go unless it's something else going on. Because when I go on vacation, I want to go with my girls if that's what
Yeah.
we plan.
How
Yeah.
y'all, how
And then
y'all
some
even
guys
get,
gonna
how
be
y'all get
there.
that close? How y'all get that close? Y'all spending entirely too much time on the damn phone. Y'all
Man,
already
you know how that
working
shit be at work, though. You already know how it is at work.
Yeah, you
You
talk
can't
at
around that
work,
shit.
you
It's-
around it,
it's
and you
my-
have conversations, but to be traveling together, no.
It's
No,
my
damn
it's
it.
my work boyfriend. It's my work husband. Man, fuck all that shit.
I was asked that question too. You got a work husband?
Word. Oh my god.
That's bullshit right there. I don't trust none of that shit.
Oh shit.
When I start hearing verbiage like that, my motherfucking trigger
But
finger
okay,
gets
so
hot.
let me ask you this though. On the flip side, have y'all been in that situation? Have y'all been like the work husband? Have y'all been the work wife? Have y'all been in that situation where the other person in that relationship is side eyeing you? Have you ever been in that particular situation?
If I be saying that shit at work, somebody is my work husband or my work boo, it's probably somebody that I damn sure don't want. And I just
Yeah, because
Really?
I mean, I had
like a
one,
little cute
but he
little
was
old man
a
that's
he
gonna
was
give
a
me
pink
candy or
guy,
food.
and we just used to get coffee. Like,
Right.
like, old as hell.
Right.
Ain't nobody that I'm really gonna be out
Somebody
here
that like
dating.
slide me some old people candy at work.
Right.
Give me a little money to get me a snack
Like,
out
you
of
know-
the shit, and that is it.
It's different when you single though. Like, but you got a whole husband or a boyfriend
Right,
and shit.
that's a
Like, nah, that
no-no.
shit not about to fly, dog.
I don't know, man, because I've been in that situation. I've been in that situation multiple times.
Well, what
With somebody
you
calling
had a
you a
work
Where
wife?
no,
a wife?
no,
I mean,
no,
work wife.
where I've been the coworker, but I ain't taking no trips and shit, of course. But the girl, her man is side eyeing everything, and you know that, Cray, because you was on when we was playing the video games and shit. I ain't gonna put the whole story out there.
You was playing.
But we was all on it. You know how the video games are when you could be online and shit. You got
Okay.
mic'd up and shit.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hearing him in the background going the fuck off because he's trying to be with his girl and shit. But we playing the games, having fun and shit. That's what the fuck it was. I ain't gonna go no deep into that because, yeah, fuck all that. But I was in that situation, and that shit was bad as fuck.
Well, that's how some people use that as their little end way to get in is them fucking video games.
But it legitimately wasn't nothing
I ain't
about that
talking
shit.
Your situation.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's like my
It
sis,
depends on
man.
the
Like on
situation.
some real shit. But
It depends
I
on
don't
the
know. It just made me think like that girlfriend's episode and shit. And I saw where that shit was gonna go, and I don't know. It just made me think, man.
I don't know, man. You gotta have a certain level of fortitude with that type of shit.
I mean, it's all about trust at the end of the day.
It's all about who you trust.
I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't think
I'm
either
sorry, yo.
me or my
Nah, because
mate gonna be
nah,
taken
man.
care of.
Because people be like, it's all about trust, but then it's like you give people trust and shit, and then it be that one time that you like give them the most trust and shit, and they fuck it up. It be like, oh, we was just talking, and I got so emotional, and we accidentally kissed, and you don't know what else happened after that. You know what I'm saying? A kiss, that's already like you
But
didn't.
that ain't always the
Yeah.
case, though.
Man, fuck
That ain't
that.
always the case.
So yeah, so that's what I was gonna ask too, because in that episode, one of the episodes, they actually did kiss, and then
He did.
The husband went off on her. So you think he should have forgave her and not went the hell off, or he should have put her out? But they didn't have sex.
So the fuck what? You kissed
But
her.
he don't
Cheating
know that.
on her.
But he don't
So you
know
think
that.
he
though.
should have told her? She should have told him from the get go.
Yeah, she should have said some shit.
Yeah, cause she
Okay.
did have that dude at her house and,
Yeah, like that nigga was playing video games with her man,
and
yo.
eating
Alright.
food, and they was going to the basketball court.
Yeah,
And
he
shit.
was legitimately stalking both of them, and the dude ain't even know. He just thought he was a cool ass nigga and shit.
Yeah, like how you supposed to prove that y'all didn't have sex? If you kiss, I'm already thinking y'all fuck. I'm not even gonna ask him. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna tell me we didn't have sex, motherfucker, whatever. Like y'all when you dog, come on, man. Like I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not. Like you fucked up when you put your lips on somebody else. That's fucking to me because you are becoming one with your mouths and shit.
Becoming one with your mouth.
That's intercourse. Y'all intercoursing with y'all tongues and shit.
I mean, it's different levels to cheating.
Well, yeah, the first level of cheating was the emotional part when she was telling all her business and he was being her sounding board because her husband definitely wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, fuck that, man. Because, dog, I could go on forever. Like, kissing is the most closest part you can be. How did y'all even get to the point where y'all was that close enough to kiss? For one, you know, and sex always starts with kissing. It don't start with dick sucking.
I mean, but just because they kiss don't mean they fucking either. They don't always
Because you
mean
can
that-
have sex and not kiss.
That's a good question. Is it weird to start sex off? Okay, all right. Let me ask this question real quick. This
where
is
this
kind of
going.
sidebar. This is sidebar. since we got females and shit, because I always ask niggas this: is it weird if you call somebody up and they come in, you know y'all gonna have sex, but y'all just start having sex, like y'all don't do no, y'all don't do no type of talking or kissing. It's just like
You said the
just
weird? Yeah,
start
that's
fucking.
weird.
I don't think that's weird. It depends on the relationship you have with that person. If you know it's about to be on, it's about to be on. What we
No,
talking
but you
about?
gotta still give me some type of. I'm not kissing you though. I don't kiss.
Foreplay.
I'm not kissing everybody. Kissing is no. I really gotta be into you to kiss
So
you.
y'all could just, so you could just like get up in the bed, spread it open, get it popping without no conversation, no prerequisites, no no drinks or nothing.
The floor play gotta be there though. It gotta be some.
You
type
gotta
of-
we
Me
gotta
as
do
a man,
something.
I
Right.
can't just throw my dick up in there, man. I gotta.
Right. I mean,
I gotta
you
prime
said-
it
you
up,
gotta
yo.
get right.
I gotta like
Yeah,
yeah.
you said no, but
gotta
you
get
said no
the mind.
talking. I mean, what is the? I mean, okay, give me the scenario. It's night. You didn't already text me. What's up? I'm on my way. I didn't text you. I'm at the door.
All right,
Now when I
this
come
is
inside, you
scenario.
want me to sit on the couch and like, how was your day?
Right. Like, how do you initiate? Like, okay, you know we both here for sex, right? How do you initiate? How do you initiate? Is it like, okay, all right, I'm just gonna pull my pants off at the door, or we gonna talk about this shit first?
I mean,
we really
it
never
also
talk about
defines. It's about the relationship too.
Right.
I mean, if there's somebody that you know you got
Are you
in
comfortable
a
with?
relationship with, if it's a quick fuck, that's different.
Even if you're in a relationship with that person, I mean, if you, it's your
You
level
always
of
gotta talk.
comfortability.
Yeah. If you already know, we just gotta look at each other and it's on. It's on.
I mean, I can see that being
So,
the case.
so
How do you feel if somebody just gets up and leave afterwards? They
see you
don't,
later?
they don't say shit.
Oh, it depends on the relationship. If it's like somebody that you thought you was gonna be, but you was into, but they ain't like into you like that, you might feel a little hurt.
That they just left. Like they just be like, all right, I'm good, thank you, and just
Y'all
leave.
want
Yeah,
a
but it
little-
just
y'all want some
depends.
cuddling aftercare type shit.
It just depends. Like if you feeling that person or you ain't feeling that person.
Y'all, they
Yo, I
straight savage. That's
Some
all
of these,
that is.
yeah, you do. Some of these people, you be like, you trying to
Like,
spend the
alright.
night? You got to
Oh,
go,
shit.
player.
Yo, I
I'm
feel
calling
bad.
this for 2 seconds and then I'm hot. Get your ass home.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
They cutthroat.
yeah, move over.
They cutthroat out this joint.
Yo, I would
I'm
feel
done. I'm
so,
finished. Fuck
I
out.
would be so used if a girl told me to just like, okay, it's time to leave. Like,
Well, you would feel so used if she came over to your house and then she was ready to go. Like, okay, great,
my
I
God.
got to go. I got to work
Oh
tomorrow.
shoot, son. Your heart broke, son.
I got to work. See you later, dog.
you don't want to hug?
Hold me.
I would be
Little-
like,
poor little
I'd
tink
be
tink.
hurt. I would be distraught, bro. What you mean? I gotta go home already?
Gots to go. I got to go to work.
Like we're not gonna finish the rest of the show?
Show is finished.
Hey, right.
Over.
How would you feel, Kemetic?
Yeah, that's some cutthroat shit, man. I'd be like, well, goddamn, like,
Your ass will probably just get up and leave. Oh, okay, well, shit, fuck it.
I ain't gonna go no deeper. Nah, I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, this
I'm gonna
nigga.
shut up.
Nigga, you know what you been through, nigga. God damn.
Hey man, well fuck it, shit. If I'm finished doing what I'm doing, your ass gonna be knocked the fuck out anyway. So you ain't gonna be saying shit.
Oh,
Just to
y'all
be
hear
real,
that?
you ain't gonna be saying a goddamn thing.
Right.
I'm gonna be out like Santa Claus, nigga. I'm out.
Oh, so you can put him to sleep and then
Oh shit.
not every girl, nigga. Skinny ones be on the marathons, nigga.
when she come to, she be like, where?
Vanish like Casper.
Nah, I just felt like I had to put that scenario out there, man. I thought it was interesting just to see. Girlfriend,
Yeah,
they be having like some. I think that was an underrated show, man. That shit had a lot of shit that kind of resonates with us.
As I watch it now, though, because
Right.
watching it back then, you didn't really get it because we was
Yeah.
younger. But now,
Yeah,
I feel like Tony was a bad friend.
yeah.
Man, she was. She's self-centered and
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was fucked up.
Yeah, a lot of that shit, a lot of shit that they went through, it was like some real petty shit that they was
Right.
Yeah.
dealing with.
And
That's
I
true.
and I feel betrayed
You
too
said,
because I thought that was Lynn's real hair. I was like, oh, when I seen the first episode and her edges was like napped up, I said, oh, I'm betrayed. I thought she was biracial.
oh shit, I did too.
cannot.
She's not. Oh damn. Well, that is Diana Ross's daughter and shit, right?
Yo, that's
Oh no, not that's
Joan
Not,
is-
that's
Yeah,
Joan.
she the one that need to be playing the biracial.
Joan,
one.
Joan. Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Man, that show was crazy.
What y'all
But
got,
you see
man?
the difference. You see the difference between like shows like that back. When did that show come out in the '90s, the early 2000s,
Early
2000s,
2000s, yeah.
and now like what the shows look like with these reality joints, man. Them shit
Straight
crazy.
drama, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, some of the same producers produce shows that we like being Mary Jane and Kelsey Grammer and the other.
Chelsea Grammer did the game, and he did good.
Oh yeah, the game and
Yeah.
what's the I can't think of her name. Akil Brock or something like that. That's the one from That's the one from being Mary Jane.
Have y'all watched Lovecraft? I haven't watched it yet.
Yo, I haven't seen it, but I've been
Oh,
seeing a
that's-
lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, I said I want to get into it. I haven't watched it yet.
I said I wasn't gonna mess with it because it seemed like it's some witchcraft. I ain't with it.
Oh my god.
What?
So-
Wait, what do we talk? What is that? I want to see that shit.
Oh goodness.
No, I
It's
ain't
called
into
Lovecraft. What is it on? Is it on Prime?
It's HBO. HBO, but I think you get. Somebody said it. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but.
They say it's a lot of undertones in it, like. A lot
But
of
they saying a
historical
lot of
figures.
historical stuff, and
Yeah.
that's why I want to see it. I don't know
Yeah.
if that witchcraft or whatever.
That's probably why they're seeing these people from the past. They probably bringing them back.
Cause they were saying like it's a lot of stuff like Emmett Till little stuff. in
Really?
there.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear about that.
Like, it's a lot of.
I heard about what's her name, Betsy something.
Oh yeah.
She
yeah,
like
yeah.
rode around the whole United States or something, or around the world on a
It's,
motorcycle and
it's
shit.
a lot of information in there. Like
Yeah.
you gotta read through the lines. A lot of people who get into it sometimes say they can't get into it the first time. You
Yeah.
gotta rewatch it. Like okay. And
Word.
then but yeah, it's a lot of information in there. So that's why I really want to watch it.
Yeah, that's interesting, man.
Damn.
So I was looking at something the past like week, right? Did y'all hear about Killer Mike and the whole Greenwood Bank?
Yeah.
I heard a little bit about it.
So I'm on the waiting list for that joint because I think it's pretty dope. But I got a lot of questions with that shit, and that's really what I wanted to talk about. So for people that don't know, Greenwood, the name Greenwood actually came from the neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street that was bombed. But so Killer Mike is actually creating a black and digital bank for everybody to use, right? So every time I hear about stuff like this, I always think, why are you creating one when there's so many other ones out here, right? Like, why don't you just put your money and invest in the ones we already have? But he kind of addressed that, and he was like, the difference in my bank from a lot of different banks is the fact that everything is going to be completely 100% online, and all my stuff is kind of ready. He said if you look at some of these black banks that are already out here, they're still trying to play catch up with the technology. And he was like, I'm already here with everything that we need. Now, Killer Mike is just a co-founder. You have Andrew Young and you have Ryan Glover. And everything is FDIC insured, so, you know, you ain't got no worries with that. But he also said that it's not just limited to black people. And when I first heard that, I said, here we fucking go. But I heard him out, and I see what he's saying. He said, yo, it's mainly for black and Latino people. And we want everybody to be involved in the bank. If you bank local, he wants you to bank local, bank regional. The more, the main line he said was the more competitive we have, the stronger the economy will be. That's all how capitalism kind of breaks down. It's all about being competitive, right? He said when he did the whole, do y'all remember the Bank Black Challenge that he did when everybody trying to get into a black bank? He said when he did that. Wells Fargo actually created a $60 million loan program specifically for blacks right after he did that. And he said that was his plan the whole time with that bank black, to be competitive. The whole being competitive is what's going to generate the money. He said the difference with another different thing with his bank and major banks is going to be the loan consideration. He said it's going to be totally different than what these major, 3 or 4 banks have. I ain't going to mention their names, but everybody knows what they are. So, I mean, I think it's going to be interesting. He was mainly saying, don't always be married to one bank. Always have a second bank. He was like, you can keep your major bank, just have something as a backup.
I agree with that.
Why not to be black?
I just have a problem with it not being a brick and mortar bank where I can go in and I can go to the teller and be like, I need $19.
And he talked about that too. And he was saying, in the plans, because he's just the co-founder, they're considering doing a few brick and mortars. But he was like, when he looks at his kids that are like 19, everything is done completely online. If you think about it, we mainly only go in there to get something notarized, or if we just gotta get some money out of there and the damn.
And it cuts your overhead.
It cuts your overhead too. But
I hardly ever go to the bank.
I just feel like if you want like an odd amount of money, the ATM only gonna give you 20s or something. He got 50s now.
That will probably be for the newer generation because older people don't like that.
Yeah.
Right. They want to go on the inside and get them to count their money in their hand.
Yeah. So this will probably be for the
up
and coming.
Yeah. Go ahead, Craig.
Because thinking about it, I rarely pull any money out of the ATM anymore. Like now that you got the phone and then you got your credit card and all that stuff. Like it's just so many ways. I don't even pull money out of the ATM.
I don't either. I
no
very
more.
rarely have
Yeah.
I try to make sure I have like a limited amount of cash just in case you go somewhere and they like cash only.
I mean, I see what you mean about the whole brick and mortar, but then I think about, and it's sad to think about, but I think about the generation of the older people and how they mainly went in and didn't do the ATM. You got to think about the amount of older people versus the amount of younger people. When we talk about older, like my parents, they in their 50s. They do everything online. You see what I'm saying? But their parents,
mine do too.
Their parents are the ones that did the going into the actual brick and mortars.
Right.
How many of them are actually left? So what I'm saying is, when we think about the future, people are dying off that did it that way. It's considered the old school way. Yeah. Everybody is taking this new approach that's completely online.
It's wild, man. Because like I was online the other day trying to do something, and they was like, put the check number at the bottom of the shit. I was like, nigga, who the fuck uses checks anymore? Like,
wait, I got some.
Like, how do you even get a check? Like order that shit? You gotta order it.
I don't even order checks anymore.
Like,
I used to order checks.
Like,
yeah.
I'm looking at this checkbook. I'm like, bro, I ain't seen this shit since my grandpa was alive. Wait, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like, who is this check? Oh, just write a check. Nigga, what? The fuck? Don't get a money order. Like,
I think it's interesting, man. I don't know how I feel about the actual bank that he's gonna do. I mean, I hope for it to be the best. Like I said, I'm on the waiting list for the joint. I really want to see it. My biggest thing is why don't we invest in what's already established? Why do we always have to, oversaturate things? It's like, because I
got a question too.
When you have the money, why do we always have to say, I'm gonna create this shit and it's gonna be better than anybody
I feel like
else?
it's just competition, just like everything else.
Or then you never know, they might have came to them and they not with it, or
I think it's about control. I think that is about control. People just want to be able to control and manipulate the shit the way they want to.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
But just like that, the BYFC, that's that black bank, and they came together not too long ago.
Oh yeah. Those the two banks. Yeah.
I got a few shares in that, but
really,
yeah, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't hear nothing about that. Now you got Killer Mike coming out with it. So it's just like, man, other ones come in. Like, what?
But I just see it like you have the overall economy, right? And you have the black community. I feel like that's creating, and just a little bit, I kind of feel like it creates more division. Because us being a black community, we all are supposed to be together. You know what I'm saying? Just like all these other ones. So I just don't see why we don't invest. With people who have all the money. If you think about other communities, the people who have the bread will invest in certain things rather than trying to create it themselves. You see what I'm saying? And why are we doing it so differently where we have to pretty much create something that's already been created? That's how it becomes more saturated and more division starts happening. You see what I'm saying?
True. I got a question though too. Like what? Like it's crazy how like now we are kind of forced to have to believe in banks and shit too. Cause I mean like what the real reason why people even started using banks was so that they could protect their money, correct?
Yeah.
So, but now it's like you gotta have a bank account in order to like, do certain stuff with a job and get credit and all of that shit. Like it's crazy how like now they have to come up with reasons why you need to use a bank.
Now I thought the reason why they used the bank was to pool the money together so they can be able to loan people money.
I mean, to a certain extent, that is what they do. But
but you got so many loan services. You don't need a bank for that. You could just go to somebody who got bread already.
I mean, yeah, and that I always say when it comes to banks, it's two sides to it, man. It's a use and there's abuse. You get what I'm saying? Right. I always say the perfect
all the fees so they can make money.
Like the perfect medium is to have your bank when you need them, and then have a safe and just keep your money stashed in there too. Like me personally, my thought process is I'm gonna put the money in the bank for the bills to take out, but my savings ain't gonna be tied up in there. It's gonna be somewhere else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
well, unless you got it somewhere else that's drawing interest, because that's the whole point of having a savings account so that it accumulates.
But then when you think about the whole savings account, and this is what kind of got me into stocks. When it comes to savings accounts, after a year, it only grows like 0.2%.
Right, it's so minimal.
Exactly, but if you put it in stocks, that shit will double, it'll triple, it'll do so much more. So what good is the actual savings account? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing.
So it's like
just a place to hold your money. Yeah. So you need it.
And well, they using it for somebody else.
Right.
Because all you seeing is the credit. You ain't seeing your dollar.
Right.
You're not seeing the numbers on the screen. Your shit actually gone.
Yeah. That's right. Honestly, it's really no money in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Until like that shit, the bank is crazy, son. It is wild. It's wild how that shit.
I'll just hope when that whole thing, because I think they start everything in January. I just feel like I hope it changes the whole mindset of how banks actually work.
Because another thing that kind of pisses me off too is like, if you use up all your money and shit and you got $0, how the fuck can you charge me? You know what I'm saying?
A fee.
Like an overdraft?
An overdraft fee, and they're going to keep on charging until you have money
overdraft,
in it.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. Like, why are you trying to get money that I don't have and shit, but when I got money in there, I don't, you know what I'm saying? That shit right there is fucked up. I think fucked up shit.
Listening to that podcast, I think Earn Leisure, the Black Guys.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they were talking about finance, like paying on your principal. Mm-hmm. If you pay an extra payment, it takes off like 7 years or whatever. Yeah. And they were basically saying like banks get off on them 30-year loans because they make so much money off of that. Your house could be $300, you end up paying $600,000.
Yeah.
Like they get off of them long-term loans.
Yeah, man, that is true.
Crazy. All that damn interest that's accrued and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, these banks terrible.
Maybe he was smart for getting his own bank.
He said that it wouldn't be no. He said it wouldn't be no overdraft fees.
Yeah, okay.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he said right now.
Yeah, that's
what
what
I'm. No overdraft fees, but when them loans come to interest and all that stuff,
I don't know, but you have to, if you don't get overdraft fees, you have to have a way of making money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but see,
What are you gonna
when
charge
I
you for
What you
opening an
mean?
account?
What you mean? The bank have to have a way of making money?
Yeah, you're gonna have to have a way to make money.
But,
overdraft fees,
I mean,
they
it's
really-
a bank.
gonna be the
It's a
loans.
bank.
Right.
They not-
I'm just saying that's just one way. You know what I mean?
I just think of it the same way
my thing
cryptocurrency
is,
is.
like-
it's not central. You know, cryptocurrency, when you think about it, is nothing.
Right. That's
So there's
wrong.
nothing, and they say that's the reason why a lot of people are kind of nervous to really invest in cryptocurrency, because nothing is centralized. But if you can actually create your own damn currency and that shit is not governed by anything, I think it's genius. You see what I'm saying? So there ain't no money being made from the person who created the cryptocurrency per se. You see what I'm saying? It's just, this is what you have.
That
So,
whole
like,
cryptocurrency just
Well,
I don't
the person
understand.
that created the
well, I guess the person that created it will have the money.
created the crypto- yeah, because they getting paid for the
I guess they would receive something from I don't know. I don't know, man. I really just don't. How can you disperse money without trying to fuck people over? You see what I'm saying? I don't know how you would do that shit.
You can't, because that whole fucking the dollar, that shit was built to fuck people over from the beginning.
But they say we switching from the dollar, man,
Switching to what?
to credit, to strictly credit.
We didn't
Yeah, I know that's what they
we
want
didn't
us
went
to
from
do.
coins.
Yeah.
We didn't went from bartering to coins to fucking paper. Now we doing airless transactions.
Now you need
and
exact
shit.
change.
Our shit about to be in the cloud. We about to you're not gonna never see no physical money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like now we paying people with just ideas and shit. like, oh, I have $100 in my bank. Here, let me slide this card. Oh, you gave me $100. You don't know, like,
Yeah, I
there's
see
no
what you're saying.
physical. It's not physical. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not really a
But
real
at the end
thing.
of the day,
you
it's
know?
being tracked.
That's why I feel like
Yeah.
them cars, like that's a way for you to see how much money, where I'm spending, like
Yeah, it's a tracking
you keep it-
device.
It's a tracking
Yeah.
device.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
that's
feel like everything that's going on in the world, that's what they want. They want to see where everybody is. I feel like it's gonna be fun to deal with people who won't get this fucking vaccine.
oh well, shit. Come and get me now because I'm not getting the shit.
I really do. Like,
The
Yeah.
vaccine and shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't even think about that one.
yeah, I
don't-
think that's is really
I don't-
gonna have something
I
to do
don't
with. That's
trust
why they
that
want
vaccine
cashless or no money or exact. Yeah, a lot of places like we not taking cash. Motherfucker, why?
They trying to act like, oh, they gonna get disease from getting in the cash, handling the cash.
No,
Yeah,
I
right.
think it's really they want people to use.
Wow,
cards,
that's
so
interesting.
it can be
Right,
a
because
tracking
if
device.
you if you just deal with cash only, they don't have any way to track your movements.
Exactly.
As
You
if
know,
you-
an old school player. Here go this cash. You don't know. You ain't
Yeah.
got no way of finding me.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
true.
Yeah, so if you wanna go out
Well,
for
I
free,
don't want that shit. I don't want that.
Yeah, we gonna have
I
to
do
get a
not
damn
want that
crypto
vaccine.
coin, a Bitcoin or something.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
What, the whole cryptocurrency? Yeah.
It's a little bit. It's a little confusing how that shit work, man. It's just digital fucking currency and shit.
Yeah.
What's going on with this? I know. What's going on with this president shit, man? This election and shit. Who voting for who and shit?
I'm voting for myself. I think I'll do a good job.
Cause my mother
You got
like
my
you
vote.
voting right. You voting right.
The world is gonna be ran on love, okay? Love and peace and grace.
I don't believe that for shit.
Hell.
She gonna be striking that iron fist on a lot of motherfuckers.
Don't do that, Golden.
Oh, shoot.
No, but early vote is starting. North Carolina, we start tomorrow.
Really?
15th
So-
through the 31st.
Did they completely cancel the second debate? Are they not going to do it?
What do they need to do that for? You talking about with
'Cause I'm trying-
Trump? They come on
yeah,
there.
I'm trying to see some more comedy, man. 'Cause that
Well, he done already had another rally after he just had one.
Oh
Not
yeah.
too long ago.
I seen a clip of him dancing up there. I was dying.
Oh, Donald Trump was dancing in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that shit crazy, man.
So he still got the couple big shit, or he good now?
Oh, he's probably good now. You know that was a hoax.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I seen him throw his mask in the crowd. Yeah,
Oh, I know
No,
you
you
lying.
I'm serious.
And he done had the corona.
He ain't had no corona.
But supposedly. And then all his staff members got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
And
crazy.
you gonna throw your mask in the crowd?
Threw his
You
mask
need to be
in the crowd.
jailed because that's criminal.
That is criminal. His staff
that's
members
like
got the
it's like
COVID.
HIV, you know, you got it.
Exactly.
But it's just I still just don't know, man, because both of them are trash.
Yeah, I talked to a few people in like older.
I wish you was just
It's-
voting for Kamala.
Somebody I talked to, it was like, honestly, I don't feel like Biden is no better. I don't feel like he really can run. The person was like, he can't even fucking debate.
But you know what? You know what was so crazy? I give major props to Bob Johnson, the former owner of BET, because this man said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna stick with the devil that I know. He was like, I don't know Biden, but I know the bullshit that Trump is gonna do. I'm just gonna stick with the motherfucker I know rather than the person I don't know. First, I was like, man, you're a dumbass. But then when I thought about that, I said, hold up.
Nah.
Is that really wrong to think like that? Is it?
Yes. It's
Why would it be
No,
wrong?
I mean, because you honestly, you do get
I mean,
a lot
I
of people
get it.
saying I'm gonna pick the lesser evil. So
Yeah.
it's like
So
either
it's
one of
pretty
y'all
much-
are good.
It's pretty much voting for the person that you know is the fuck up, and you know what he's capable of, or you go with somebody who's the complete unknown and you don't know what's gonna happen with that shit. So
Why we
what?
can't
My
wait
thing,
It's a
my,
catch-22.
my thing is how.
No.
Just
I'm still,
Why,
no.
why
You
we
willing
can't
to
just
take
wait
the
till
risk?
next year?
Yep.
right, because I'm just like,
I'm going with the
this-
risk.
Because I mean, y'all say Kamala, but she did some shit, man.
Yeah, but everybody has a past.
I mean,
They
but
all
the
do.
thing
They
about
all do.
Right.
the crazy thing about her is the shit that she's done a lot of shit, but she supports a lot of different things that a lot of people ain't liking. A lot of stuff,
Okay,
like the
and Trump
whole
do too.
Like,
people
So give me
not-
an
what?
example.
the gun confiscation
Like what?
programs and shit. A lot of people ain't liking that shit. That's one major thing that she
I
is
don't give a
supporting.
fuck about that shit.
But it's certain things like
they-
you got,
they
but
trying to-
but listen, just listen to me. You don't care about that shit. I'm thinking about everybody. I'm thinking about the mindset of people and actually protection. People ain't gonna like that shit. People ain't gonna like giving up their protection. Not just the fact that it's because it's a gun, but it's actually your own protection. What do you do when somebody breaking in your house and your
We
shit's
didn't
gone?
get-
What was I about to say? So,
Apparently-
if you are a gun-toting
apparently
person, you should be
can't do
Republican.
shit because the police is just shooting
Nah,
niggas.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. It's
Ain't really shit you can do. You pull out a gun and you shoot somebody, regardless of what the fuck happened. Your ass is going to jail. And if you're black, the police probably not gonna rush you. They're just gonna shoot your motherfucking ass on
Said they
sight.
not gonna run
So-
you to the hospital. So, make sure you dead.
Fuck about niggas' guns getting taken. I don't care about niggas' guns getting taken, nigga. I care about motherfuckers getting shot by the people who say they supposed to be protecting.
Yeah, like
us.
she's
the
been
nigga that's in office
with the police.
The nigga that's in office, he ain't over here talking about the shit. He acting like ain't shit going
said
on
stand
over
down
here
and
faking
stand
like he
by.
got coronavirus.
Yeah, I
Really,
agree.
he
I'm
got
just
AIDS.
playing the other side. I'm just like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
really trying to see what both of them do.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Killer Mike, he was the one. He said he's really trying to see what the Democrats are gonna do because Trump actually put out a plan, the platinum package. He was like, yo, this is the first time a president has ever talked specifically about what he's gonna do for black people. He didn't say minority. He didn't say anybody else of color except for black
Because
people.
he know his ass is about to lose.
But he said with him doing that, he said one thing you gotta really look at when it comes to Trump, you gotta see him for what he is. He a casino owner. He was like, yo, you gotta see him as a casino owner. This man ain't really a president. The man, his whole mindset is not like how a president is because he wasn't picked on none of that. He don't have experience in that. The only experience he has in is owning casinos. He's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
That is what he's doing. So he was like, I'm waiting for the Democrats to steal some of that shit out of that package and draft their own shit. He was like, the minute that they do that and they come up with something better than what he did, then he has my backing. They have
So
my
what's
backing.
in the platinum plan?
He didn't go too far in that, but that was the one where we were talking about. He was creating black businesses. He was trying to put more businesses in the black community. Like it was all towards black people. He said everything was
have to
black,
read it
black,
for
black,
myself.
black, black. It was not
They
minority.
do all
or
that
anything.
so they can fucking get voted in, though.
But I mean,
Man, I
but
wanna
see,
know.
that's the difference though. They do all that to try to get your vote. But that's them selling themselves. That's the accountability. Motherfucker, you are about to oversee the fucking country. So you better be doing that shit. You better be doing that shit 24 motherfucking 7. That's what that's
but I
supposed to
mean,
be
like,
happening.
you
So
gotta
it's like,
put-
hold up.
you
It's like you are now the president, but you ain't been doing shit the whole time. And now that you getting ready to get your ass kicked the fuck out, now you trying to do what we've been trying to get you to do for the
Exactly.
longest
So that's why I
time.
don't believe it.
So now I need you to fucking do it, and I'm gonna hold you accountable. And if you're not trying to back that shit up, then get the fuck on. But I feel like that's what I feel
My
like
thing is
in a
this.
perfect world, that's how it should happen 24/7 as they are president. We should say, get him the fuck up out of here because ain't doing that for none of us.
But at the
I'm not
same
trying to hear that
time,
shit.
you
I'm
gotta
like,
have
he done already-
the
he
way
done already
our
failed.
country is set up with all these checks and balances.
Yeah.
You can't just have the right leader. You gotta have the right leader, and you gotta have the right house, and you gotta have the right senate.
Yeah.
Because
But that's why
these
they
votes
say this
don't be
one.
right, and they don't put the right bills on the floor.
Yeah.
It don't matter who is the leader.
That's why they say this vote is so important, man, because of the locals. The locals. That's the shit that
It
fucking
really
matters.
is.
Like,
yeah.
I'm
But
starting-
people don't
I'm
go
starting
and
to
vote
see
local.
that shit.
though.
Yeah, it's like, yo.
And those
I always
senators,
said that.
and those senators, and those House of Representatives are in there way longer than any president. They serve too many
Exactly.
terms.
Yeah. That is totally true, man. This is gonna be
But I don't give a fuck. He could say what he want about doing shit for the black community. I mean, you could say the shit,
You
but
know
then
what?
like, what kinds of shit is it? Like, what caliber is that going? You know what I'm saying? Are you doing that? If you talking about you putting black businesses, but then you open up more liquor stores and more churches and shit, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That shit ain't
I
really
see what
shit.
you're saying. I didn't tell you I was voting for his ass. I just said, yo, this is what he's shown, but I haven't seen what else is Biden put out there.
I mean, neither one of them has. That's why I'm saying, like, fuck this shit, nigga. Let's just wait till next year.
Shut up, nigga.
You sound like a
Like,
Trump
niggas act
supporter.
niggas act like it ain't the third option.
I
No
don't know,
vote
man.
means a vote for who?
I don't see what's on the table, man. Like I don't see nothing from the both
But
of them.
nothing really ever. I mean, the president can only do so much, though. So that's just period. Because if you got
mean,
a
yeah, you
whole
got a
house
point.
sitting with Republicans,
And then
that,
also
that shit
too-
ain't going through.
Also, too, you gotta. Also, we saying that the president don't do a lot, but they also do a lot because when they elect these judges,
Yeah.
and he has not elected now one black judge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I agree. That shit. I don't fucking know, man. This shit. And then you got them little proud motherfuckers talking about if you don't get there, it'll be civil war. Duh. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
But then they showing up at the polls too.
They are.
The voter intimidation shit.
That's
That
why
shit
they good.
crazy as too.
That's why they guns need to keep fucking taking their
them the ones that need their guns repealed
Right.
that's
and limited.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
What
Niggas
you?
just don't want their guns taken, but you got these motherfuckers running around here shooting 15-year-olds running around shooting people in the middle of the street with ARs and then going up the high with the police and shit.
I mean,
Fuck that.
but
Nigga,
see, that's one
take
side
your
of it. But the other side is the whole the Black Panther mindset as
But
well.
ain't-
The whole self defense aspect. How do you feel
none of
about
them-
that?
And then we got
But
these.
ain't nobody. But this my thing. This my thing though. Ain't nobody out there perform no type of self defense with no gun. So what the fuck does
What
it
you
really
mean?
matter? Like
What you
nobody out
mean?
there had a gun to protect themselves. So
Yeah, they did. Are you
who
serious,
else?
dude?
Who else was out? Who got-
No, they drove. They
that
drove
had to do
behind the
with
police.
They had to educate.
They drove behind the police with their guns to make sure they was doing what the hell they did and made sure nothing fucking happened.
Oh, he talking about the Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh, you talk, but Craig talking about at the
I'm
rally
talking
with the 15-year-old.
Oh, man.
But what I was
Now,
about
the
to
Black
say,
Panthers, that's a whole nother thing. The Black Panthers, we know them niggas got guns. I'm talking about regular people who out there peacefully protesting and shit, getting shot by people who was over here
Right.
taking pieces in motherfuckers at the protest and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
but you
nobody
also
out there
got you got to
gonna
look at
protect
both
themselves,
sides
so,
with it though,
like,
because both sides is gonna be affected.
What, both
I
side?
you know
What
what?
side?
Now that I think more about it, I am with the gun repeal because them Proud Boys, they got 10 guns in every room. For
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, y'all saw that guy on Instagram that if Trump ain't get voted.
Yeah, I seen that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you see, which is really being kept quiet is that group of 15 white dudes that want to come together to kill the governor.
The plot, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
then you got now on the other side, you got our groups and our communities. You got I don't want to call it the new Black Panther Party, but it was some group. They are going to different businesses, like in the hood, who people had issues with
the Arabs and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're shutting them down. That's the other side I'm talking about.
What do you mean they had?
So they literally went up into that gas station and said, "Yo, you told this girl she's a bitch, get the fuck out, but took her money and everything. We shut you the fuck down." And they came in there armed and everything. And then one of the dudes spotted a gun behind the counter. He said, "Yo, is that yours? Is that registered to you? Don't fucking touch that shit because it's not fucking yours. Get the fuck from around the counter. Get the fuck out the store. Shut this shit down." And they stood in front of that store for the whole fucking day and shut that shit down. He said, "We're not going to have this shit in the community. If you're going to be in the community, you're going to serve us and you're going to serve us right." It's shit like that gets affected as well. And that's the part I'm talking about. If you do those gun buybacks and things, that's been happening a lot. That has been happening a lot. They've been going all over the U.S.
It's 2020, son. Niggas had gun rights for how many fucking years? And now niggas just want to start going to fucking businesses and shutting them down with guns.
Man,
Like
that shit has been happening, dog. Just because you don't see it don't mean it ain't happening, though.
But it's not like guns are not important to me. Like you take everybody's fucking gun, you start taking motherfuckers' guns, then that limits niggas getting shot in the street.
When the police still got them.
Not necessarily, dog.
If people are gonna find a way,
people are gonna fucking find a way, dog.
But
and you talking about the people who are helpless, not having the guns, dog.
You can't shoot police anyway. So like, what the fuck? Like, what are we?
Dog,
what are
first
we
of all,
fighting for guns for
let's get this straight
if we're the
though.
only ones getting.
But you also
fuck?
gotta look at this, Craig. Just because they saying gun buybacks or taking people's guns, that don't mean people still can't get guns.
It's just gonna
I
be
mean,
it's just gonna be harder for them to get them, but that don't mean they can't fucking get them.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, my thing is this: I don't give a fuck about guns, whether you want to fucking implement them or you don't want to have them at all. That shit's not important to me because, as far as my culture is concerned, whether we have a gun or not, we's going to get shot. That's how it is. Whether or not,
that's correct. That is correct, Alex, for 500.
So like, if a president talking about, oh, a lot of people not gonna like if she don't take guns. I don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. What the fuck you gonna do about us getting killed? Cause I'm tired of driving around and shit, thinking about whether or not the police gonna roll up on me, pull me out my car, and do some wild ass shit. You know
But that ain't gonna take the guns from them.
I'm not. Whether
and
I
you
have
know
a gun
what?
or
That's
not.
the crazy thing to me. Also, is like, how is it that other countries have police that don't have guns? Mm-hmm. They just have a whistle and a baton.
And yet they still can
command present.
They still enforce.
Yeah, I think that's crazy in itself. But I always said, like, everybody talk about defund the police. I'm like, yo, why are we preaching so much about defunding them rather than looking at the police unions? Because it's the unions that keep these motherfuckers there. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could talk about defunding all you fucking want, but them unions are the ones that get these damn cops back on the force after they done did the bullshit. True. So why are we not focusing on that shit?
And I think also too, they need to make the requirements for the job harder. And maybe they need to pay them, and maybe they need to pay them more, because I look at it like this: I'm not putting my life on the line for no $30,000. And then you gotta look at
If
it.
I'm scared and I feel like my life about to be taken, I ain't about to die over $30,000. I'm gonna take your fucking life.
Yeah, and what was I about to say about that too is that you got these uneducated white men that getting a little bit of power, and that's the easy job for them.
Yeah.
They've been bullied all their life,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Now they got
people
a little-
are already a threat. So you already scared.
Now you feeling powerful because you got a gun and a badge, and you think you could talk to somebody any way you want or treat them any way you want because you got a gun and a badge.
Now, has Biden and Kamala said anything about that? I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm just trying to know. Like, what if they said
I
about?
haven't really been following all of their
They
policies.
probably haven't. They probably don't give a fuck neither.
I don't think that.
Kamala did. Say
Nobody gives a
something
fuck.
on the last debate, saying something about I think banning something with the police.
I didn't get a chance to see that damn
Yeah,
debate, man. I had to work.
she did say something about the police banning
Really?
something. But I don't know. I haven't heard too much. Period about what
They
they're
need to-
saying.
They need to get on that shit, man, because all this other shit niggas talking about flies on niggas' heads. I don't care about none of that shit. I just don't wanna be-
That was funny though.
I don't care about that shit, nigga. Like,
That shit was really on his head throughout the whole.
Right.
niggas is dying.
And you know what?
Niggas dying from.
And I was
People
thinking to
is
myself,
dying
how do you
in our
not
country.
feel
Like,
that? Either his hair ain't real or he had a lot of
Like, he
hair
looked
gel.
at like he was just straight out of a damn creepy movie.
Wow.
Like his eyes, his
Maybe he had the corona too. I ain't want nobody to know. And maybe that's
well, they all been around each other, so he might have.
What did you say, Craig? You were saying something.
I'm just saying, like, niggas in our country is dying. Like, whether it's by the fires or it's by the hurricanes and shit, you know what I'm saying, or it's by police brutality and shit. Like, niggas is dying, and everybody, you know, coronavirus, and everybody just worried about dumbass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about more businesses, niggas. Save our people, save people. You know what I'm saying? Let them fucking Mexican, Spanish kids go and shit out of them goddamn jail cells.
Yeah, I
That
agree.
y'all
They
still-
didn't
that y'all
separate it,
still
all of
got
them.
in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Find these damn lost kids and shit. That's what y'all need. Y'all need to be taking the money from the police and then putting that shit into that shit. Trying to find these damn goddamn kids
But
and shit.
they say the government is a part of that too, though. So
I forgot about the whole them in cages and shit. They don't even talk about that shit anymore.
Right.
I know.
That's
I
crazy.
know. Niggas forgetting about the fires that's still going
Yeah.
on. People still dying.
Yeah.
People's houses are still being burnt down. Niggas in Mexico, we supposed to oversee them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just mad shit that's going
Hell,
on.
Flint still
These
ain't got no
hurricanes-
clean water.
True.
It's places in New Orleans that's still fucked up by the
Yeah.
recent hurricanes that,
Yeah.
and they still getting hit by hurricanes. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this shit it's not a good time right now. And we over here talking about election, and we got two bozos and shit who ain't talking about a goddamn thing because they so far out of touch with civil life. You know what I'm saying? All they worried about is just getting election. I don't even know why these niggas want to get elected. For what? Like,
For the
nigga,
money
you-
and
you-
lifetime,
you-
everything.
You make more money not being elected than you are elected. What the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all trying to accomplish? Like, what are y'all trying to achieve? Y'all some pieces of shit. Y'all niggas need to go back to your little cabins, smoke your little fucking cigars, and leave the world alone. And let
Yeah.
real niggas who know about real issues and who can fucking stay in touch with real people handle this shit. Cause y'all niggas don't know what y'all doing. Y'all fucking up this country further than it was already fucked up, and y'all taking it, make America great again. Y'all niggas is. Y'all taking us back to a place that's just, it's gonna be worse than it was when they first started this shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
that's why I
You know.
always said about the whole independent shit, man. Like, who's even on the? Is there any independent ballot? Like,
Those people that's probably on there are probably trash.
no, but that's the crazy thing about it because I haven't looked at it for this election, but when Barack was coming into office, I was actually looking at that. And that's back when I was at Smith. And I remember my teacher talking about that. He was like, why are people not looking at the Green Party? He made us actually look at that and look at those candidates. And they were really talking about the same shit we're talking about. That's what I think is
You
so
said
crazy.
the Green Party?
Yeah, the Green Party, the Independent Party. There's a bunch of different parties. Everybody just talks about Democrat and Republican. But people don't look at the other different parties. And they talk about the same shit we talk about. The problem is
And nobody
they just
talks
don't
about
have
them.
Yeah, and they don't have enough backing
That's all I was
to
gonna
really
say.
be out there like that.
Right.
And enough finance.
But then when you go to these polls, you see other names on the damn ballot. You be like, well, I don't know that motherfucker. Fuck him. I'm gonna go with this motherfucker because I know him. But when do we actually? Because this ain't the first time people been to polls. When do we actually start looking at these different parties? Like,
You have to do your research way before.
yeah, like
You can't just go in there the day of and just start checking.
it's shocking
know-
that people don't even know that. We probably talking about this now. People like, yo, what the fuck is a Green Party? What the fuck is an independent? What the hell are they talking about?
Right.
But we've been doing this shit for how
know how I
fucking
think-
long?
You know how I think they should do the polls, yo?
Well,
You know how I think they should do the polls and shit? They should do this shit like the motherfucking NFL draft pick. These niggas line the fuck up. And they call their names out. Niggas start dialing it in. Trump, press 2 for goddamn Biden and whoever the fuck. Call like, yo, Biden, got the time, nigga. Yeah. All the bullshit, man.
like
We
some
be
fucking
going-
American Idol
we
type
going to the
shit.
polls
yeah.
hiding in little boxes. You can't track that shit, nigga. Let's call his motherfucking number. Call the toll free number 88100, whatever the fuck the shit is, and get these niggas in those motherfucking pocket.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
shit, man.
shit. It's 2020 out this bitch. Ain't nobody trying to be writing on paper and shit, waiting in line
You
and
know,
shit.
that's
Nigga,
the-
we can
you
sit
know-
at TV.
That pissed me off too when I go to these polls
Yeah.
here in North Carolina and I'm in the country here. I go and I get this paper ballot. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
You got a paper ballot?
Yes, I'm in the country.
I don't know. I ain't got no paper ballot.
Yeah, that
I'm
shit
like, what is
crazy.
this? I'm used to touch screen. Boop, 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 boop. What is
Yeah.
this paper?
That's wild, yo.
They need, and that's what another thing. They need to make everything uniform.
Yeah.
Because this county should not be having paper ballots, and this county having electronic. We all need to be on the
You
same
heard about
one accord.
the electronic, one of the cords, electrical cords being cut
Yeah.
yesterday in Virginia?
Accidentally cut.
Accidentally
Man,
cut
please.
in Virginia.
And in California, they had them fake ass ballot boxes.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Shits
ain't
wasn't
think
even
I'm-
real.
They make it look like a
yo.
post office box, and they put the paper on there saying, your paper mail-in ballots go here.
Yeah.
You lying. I
It's
did
like,
not.
yo.
It's gonna be way more, y'all.
This shit about to be worse than motherfucking, what was it? Bush and Gore
Oh,
when
I
they were
was so
talking
sad
it?
about
Oh,
it.
my God.
Oh,
This
shit.
shit
And the
about to be
confetti
worse.
was coming down. This man thought he had won. I was sitting at home. I thought the man had won. The confetti came down. He was all about to take the mic. They was like, recount. I was like, here come the bullshit.
That shit is crazy.
That was crazy.
Man. But you know, it's a lot to think about, man. Just
Research. Just do your
Yeah,
research.
man. Last words of wisdom for this episode. Just do your research. All overall, man. Just don't
And
look at the
life,
two
period.
parties that are the most popular. Look at everything. Look at what each candidate brings to the table and shit, and really dissect what the fuck they talking about. That's really all we can do, and just trust that they do what the fuck they say they gonna do. Right? What else can we do?
Lord be with us.
Yeah, boy, that's the truth. But with that being said, this is your boy Kemetic Energy.
Your girl Golden.
Sure day.
Your boy Craig.
All right, now, peace out, people. Stay safe.
This show is produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment. If you're looking to rent premium sound equipment for your next concert or podcast at a low price, go to www.livewiresoundent.com.
Dirty Mouth Radio.